Hello everyone, welcome to lesson 2 for slide guitar. Last lesson I showed you the fundamentals behind sliding technique and the different ways you can apply it in playing guitar. Today I'm going to show you some licks that you can use to play some of these cool slides and make real good use and have some fun with these slides. And then at the end of the lesson I'll show you a demonstrational performance playing these slides with a backing track, so you can really see how these can really come to life in your music playing. So let's start off with learning the first lick. We're going to just learn 5 different ways that you can play some of these slides, and these are just 5. There are plenty of ways you can do some of these different sliding techniques, but I'll just show you 5 in this lesson. And if you want to see more, then you can check out my handout for this lesson on slide guitar. There's a link on my website in Learn Resources, so you can check that out. And if you want to get access to the backing track or any other backing tracks to jam along with, then you can go to my Learn Resources again. There's a link to my SoundCloud account where the backing tracks are. And if not, then you could use any other backing track that will be in G major or E major or A major for learning these backing tracks. And because a lot of these ones are going to be in these keys, and you could work out which ones work best for yourself. But bear in mind that all these ones, you can play them on any position on the neck. You can play it based on the A minor pentatonic, you can play it based on E major, but it doesn't really matter. It can easily be changed and played in different keys. For the first one, I'm going to start off with one based on the A minor pentatonic. It's going to be started here on the 7th fret of the D string. So it's going to be based on this shape here. Everyone knows that shape, but however we're going to be moving away from that in the sort of middle part of the lick. We're going to be moving up here more in the sort of the 7th and the 9th fret positions. But let me just play it for you so you can see what I'm talking about. I'll just play it again a bit slower. Now, as you can see, we've got 2 different types of slides coming in there for this particular lick idea. We've got a slide from the 7th fret into the 9th fret, and then we've got a slide from the 7th fret into the 5th fret, going the other way. So it's a good way to practice both techniques, just doing some sliding with the one finger. So let's just try that now. So let me break this down for you. What we have, start off with, we've got the root note here of the key. So it's the key of A minor. So we've got the A note here on the 7th fret of D with the 3rd finger. Then we're going to move over to C, which is the 5th fret on the G with the 1st finger. Then we go with the 3rd finger, we play 7th fret on the G string, which would be the D. So far we have. Make sure that A plays for a little bit longer than the C and the D, so it's like. Okay. Then after that we have our first slide, and it's going to be using the 3rd finger here. We're going to slide from the 7th fret up to the 9th fret on the G string. And then we hang on that note for a little bit and use a little bit of a vibrato in the fret hand as well. You could just add a little bit of more feeling. And then we go back to the 7th fret with the 1st finger, because now our hand should be up here on the 7th position. So you should have your 1st finger on the D of the 7th fret now. So that should be like that. And then we're going to slide back down to the 5th fret C, like that, with just the one finger. Okay, then we go back and finish on the 7th fret on D for the A. So altogether that is. First part. Second part. So there you are. There's the first lick. Really simple, but it's a really cool idea. Like based on using slides. let's move on to the second one. This is going to be very similar to the last one, but we're going to be playing in a different position. This time we're here in kind of the open position, but it's really going to be based on between frets 1 and 5. We're going to be doing a bit of a sort of a horizontal movement here instead of just going up and down vertically on the neck. So this is what the looks and sounds like. So just play that again. So what we have again, we've got 2 different slides in it. It's exactly the same type of slides we had before. We have a slide in from D into E, and then we have a slide from D down to C. But on different strings, obviously, but they are the same notes as they were up here on the last one. From D to E, then from D to C. So let's start off with the first half. The first half goes. So that is second finger starting here on the second fret of the G string. Use your second finger for that. Okay, so we pick that, and then we go over to the first fret of the B string with the first finger, and then we have a quick move to the D, and then we're going to slide that into the 5th fret of the B to get the E. And again, you can add a little bit of vibrato there just to emphasize that first section of the riff. Nothing wrong with a little bit of vibrato, you know what I mean? So that's the first part. And the second half, what I like about this particular type of lick in particular is that this is got what is referred to musically as a call and response method, where the first half of the lick sounds like it's someone's asking a question, and the second half sounds like it's a response to that question. So the question would be, and the answer. See how it seems to kind of flow well together, and it sounds like it's almost like it's people, having a conversation. It has a perfect sort of ending there, and that's quite common in a lot of licks. You get a lot of licks that are phrased like that, and it sound really, really good, really lovely when it's done well. So we've got the first half, the second half. So we're going to start up here on the first finger on the 3rd fret of the high E. Use your first finger for that. Then we pick that twice. Then we go up to the 5th fret on the high E, the 3rd finger. Pick that once. Then go back to G. So far we have. And then after that we go back to the E on the 5th fret of the B string with the 3rd finger. Then go with the first finger, play the 3rd fret, D. Then we're going to slide back to the 1st fret of the B string. And then finish on the A on the 2nd fret of G. So let's play that all together slowly, then we'll play up to speed. And now a little bit up to speed. And up to speed. Now we have a different one. This time this one's going to use double stop slides now, but I'm going to be both sliding up and down with the double stops. So in the riff we'll use double stops based on two different string sets. So the first one will be based on strings high E and B. The second one will be based on strings B and G. So this is what it sounds like. Right? So let's start off with the first double stop that we want. It's up here on the so on the 7th fret of the strings B and high E. We're going to partially bar that. Then we're going to slide that up to the 9th fret. And we're going to slide that up to the 9th fret. Okay, then immediately after that we're going to slide back down to the 7th fret. And we're not going to pick it up on the 9th fret, we're just going to pick it once, slide up to the 9th, slide back to the 7th, all in one sort of motion. Like that. And then once you're back on the 7th fret, you then just let it fade out, like. So just release the pressure on your fretting hand once you've done all the different slides. Like that. The next bit, we want the double stop here on strings B and G. Again, using the first finger. And the rhythm's going to go like this. So we have, so pick it once and just make sure that you meet it out. So you pick it once, and then it's a staccato manner. Make sure that you relieve the pressure on the fretting hand once you've picked this double stop. Then play it again and then slide into the 9th fret. So pick, slide. Pick, slide. And then you hang on to it on the 9th fret for a bit. Then you go back to the D. Then you go back to the 7th fret again. Pick it again. Slide back into the 9th again. Then play it several times after that. It's 5 times. You pick it 3 times after you've done the slide on the 9th fret for the last time. So it'll be. And that's the whole thing. Let's try it one more time. You had to play the entire bar chord, starting on the 4th fret, and then slide it up to the 5th fret, right? Well, if you practice that particular slide, then you should be able to handle this particular exercise perfectly fine. So what we're going to do, we're going to do exactly that. We're going to play the full E bass major bar chord, and then we're going to slide it up from the 4th fret up to the 5th fret. So we're going to start off on the 4th fret. So we're going to start off on the 4th fret with the major bar chord. Then we're going to strum it once. Then you can either beat it out quick, or you can just strum it and let it ring. It's up to yourself. Then we're going to strum it again, then slide into the 5th fret, and then do a little strumming thing. Then we're going to do the same thing, starting up here on the 7th fret on the low E, and we're going to do the exact same. So strum it once, and then so strum it once on the 7th fret, then strum again and slide into 8. So let's try that a few times. And we'll do it slow to begin with. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Try it again a little faster. We'll get 1, 2, 3, 4. And last time we'll do it again, then we'll do it a little bit up to speed again. So let's try it at 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's see how we do that. So get ready. 1, 2, 3. So that's the end of this lesson and series as far as slides go. For the time being, I may do another one. It goes into a bit more detail, but for now, this should cover the necessities for knowing and understanding the basic fundamentals behind sliding technique, how to play it using individual sliding, slides on double stops and slides on full chords. And I was just showing you a few ways you can use it in musical situations. So now to end this series, I'm just going to show you a quick demonstration of this idea being applied in musical context. So I'm going to put on the backing track that I made for this lesson and show you some of these slide licks in action. So I hope you enjoy that. Take all these slide ideas away and have fun with it, and make it fun learning these and incorporating it into your own playing. And I'll see you in the next lesson.